G'day everyone, welcome back to Western Australian 4x4 Adventures. Another episode of the interior upgrade. Today we are on repairing the rust. As we saw last time, ignore that, it's a bit of drink that I spilt. As we saw last time, we've got some very minor rust issues. You can see just a little bit of paint lifting there, and that was caused by the jack leaking. So I don't know if it's still leaking, I'll have to check that. Maybe a seal has gone in the jack somewhere, and obviously that went right down, and it even rusted just a bit under here. So before we can dynamat, carpet and move upwards, we've got to take care of the rust. Also a little bit in here. All the middle's perfect. The other side I haven't taken out yet because I have to continually move the truck from one side of the driveway to the other. But I won't bore you with that side, the removal and everything. I'll just sort of get it to this stage, unless you guys want to see that side removed as well. Comment down below, let me know. But for now, remove the paint, and let's see how bad this rust is. Doesn't look too bad, but you never really know until you strip it back. Alright guys, before I continue, I'll just give a quick shout out to the paint specialists. Unit 475 Excellence Drive, Wangara, WA. I went in there looking for the Army touch-up paint, and they had everything on the shelf. Great customer service, great prices. They can mix anything for you on the spot. It was really a hassle-free experience. So Darren and Stephen at the paint specialists, a big thank you. And it's great to know I got that convenience there with maybe even respraying the whole car at some point. But thanks again. All right, let's see how easy this goes.
Ay, coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2233, I'm on 10 again, yeah. State your name, big bin dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stripping and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Swimming, you sinking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffin. Money clip, I tossed it, I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming, coming in.
Well,
yeah.
We've knocked back most of the rust on this side. And if you can see that, this being the worst area. In that corner, and then we've had some just odd spotting here and there. It actually looks like there may have been a repair done in this floor before. To me that looks like a weld going around a square patch, unless that had something to do with the left-hand drive originally. I'm not sure, but it looks like a patch. So I mean, all in all, not too bad. Little bits here and there. You know, if you're going to get in here and grind, you might as well get everything. A little bit in that corner. As with this bit, I just made sure I took it back to sort of good metal around all the edges. Get all the loose scale. Get rid of all the scaly stuff. And then it's good to treat. And it shouldn't rust there again. Fingers crossed. Alright. Back over to where the jack tray was. Definitely some business going on around here. Not too bad though. It's basically just where the jack oil was sitting and then running down into this seam. So there you go, running down into the seam. So next step, let's treat all this rust, and then we can move on with touching up, and we're a step closer to dynamating and figuring out this dash. I'm already pretty sure how I'm going to do it. It's definitely going to take some trickery. Just waiting on the last couple of pieces in the mail, and we should be good to push on with the exciting stage of the build. I don't consider this exciting, but it's always good to know the bones of your truck. Alright guys, let's get on with rust treating this area.
Coming in, yeah, flex, I just wanna win, yeah, LA BB who we running with, yeah, 2233, I'm on 10 again, yeah, state your name, been dope on flame, I just switched the lanes, damn he did it again, I just flipped the pen.
Alright guys, we've just sprayed down the rust treatment. Obviously I'm not looking for beauty because it's all going to be under Dynamat. If it was on the bodywork, you'd repair all this pitting. Obviously you'd fill it, sand it, paint it. But we just need to treat the rust, and then I'll throw some green back over it just so it's all uniform. And if anything, we shouldn't have to come back under here for a decade. Fingers crossed. But yeah, necessary step. We'll wait for this to dry. We'll come back out. We'll give it a coat of the drab olive green, I think it is. And we'll get all this sorted out, and then that's this side ready to Dynamat. Dynamat should be here any day. And then we can start on the extensive job of quietening down this cockpit. But alright, next step.
I'm so in love with you. You got me down again.
It's hard to see, this sun is not doing good with the camera. I don't know if you can see that. But basically it's all been rust treated, and it's all been coloured appropriately. I mean, you probably shouldn't use a black undercoat on the light green, but like I said, this is all going to be covered by Dynamat. So as long as it's generally covered, I'm happy. So mission success, even right down into the under here. You know, obviously you see the pitting, but it's been treated and all the flaky stuff has been taken off, so it's not going to spread any further than that. And because it's not a face panel or a display panel, I'm not going to spend time bogging it, filling it, sanding it, getting it perfect, because there's no need for it to be like that. So yeah, basically this side is now good to Dynamat. Now if everyone wants to see me do the same thing to the other side, comment down below and I'll do the same sort of thing on that side, clean it up, sand it, paint it, get it ready for Dynamat. Otherwise I'm just going to have that side stripped and I'll continue on with the Dynamating, and pick it, you guys will pick it up from there. So Dynamating, then we got the carpeting. Then I can start building this dash, which I'll do by, I'll get the angle that I want here and I'll use these corners as a template, and I'll cut myself basically these angles with a flat top. And once you build up the ends, once you get the two ends, the rest is just boxing it together, adding shelves where you want, and then we'll get into the electrics, 12 volt regulators, a 24 volt regulator down to 12 volt drop downs. We may even put a 12 volt battery in here, powered off of a 12 volt electric battery charger running off the 24 volt system, because we are going to be upgrading to a bigger alternator that can handle more load. So we should be able to just convert 24 to 12 and then charge the 12 to run the dash. You could probably just do it on a step down, but I just want to have reliable power up here, reliable charging, and you add a battery and a charger into the mix. It just makes it a life easy without having to add an alternator. Also solar, so we can also add solar into that. So yeah, we're still waiting on all the custom dash, the custom gauges and stuff like that. We'll be building most of this dash out of marine ply, just so it won't warp, or if water hits it, it's not going to turn to cheese. And I'm still hunting around for a good air ride seat. Yeah, if anybody has a favourite brand, a favourite chair, value for money, and comfort, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Also guys, today I'm also just going to quickly rip this front cage off. Now I may reuse it because it is a pretty good protector of the radiator and all that sort of jargon. You hit a roo, you hit a bird, whatever. So I'm going to take it off for now, just so it's easy to work on. And also you can see that paint dried up beautifully. It's great. I've also done just a little bit under the doors that it had. Very minor stuff. I'm happy with that. Could have been a hell of a lot worse. Could have been cutting and welding and all sorts of jargon, but and even less on this side. But I thought I might as well take care of that now. And I even pumped some rust treatment up into the doors as well. And that should solve those problems out for a while anyway. So let's go ahead and move this thing out of the way. I don't know what you'd call it, front bumper cage. I don't know. We've removed the front. Gives me a lot more room because I've got to get in there and double check everything in the motor. And I've decided not to put the recovery points back on. I'm just going to get a plate over and switch to HIDs, get some side spotties, replace these with some decent driving lights, and yeah, we're getting there slowly. Fix the paint in the bottoms of the doors, so yeah, that's all treated and covered. All this is treated and covered, good to go. Alright guys, so we finished that side of the painting. It's an annoying part, but it's just something that you got to get done. Work your way up from the bottom. Can't build a tower from the top. So we got all that done. All the rust is taken care of, and we're on to the Dynamat next. So stay tuned, and I'll catch you on another episode of Western Australian 4x4 Adventures.